Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. It's another moment with Annie Okonkwo. So, what we're having today is fans' reactions about this escapade with Fani Kayode. In case you do not know who Fani Kayode is, he is an ex-Nigerian minister. Now, I would say this man has been known for actually, I don't want to say rude because it's beyond being just rude. Now, you saw that scenario that happened. Perhaps you saw it. Some of you are aware of it. Why? Some of you probably do not know. I think the man takes pleasure in insulting people because he feels he can. Actually, it was a congregation, a gathering of journalists, and he wasn't forced to honor this gathering. He actually came out to be there and to be interviewed. And if you ask me honestly, he's an ex-minister. I do not know why he should be getting the kind of attention he is still getting that should warrant him to insulting fellow men just because he feels he's a lawyer or an ex-minister and what have you. Because according to him, when you hear this guy, like he has the ability to just piss you off. When you look at a fellow man who asks you, you said you're touring Nigeria, you give them such audience, or they give you such an audience because these are the national workers for Nigerian society at large, the federation at large. These are journalists who are about doing their jobs, and for them to come to you and give you such an audience, I think he should have seen it as a privilege. But what did he say? He was like, "What? Do you know who I am?" What did the man? The man just asked him. You said you're touring Nigeria from. He was once in Anambra State. He was once there. He said he's touring over Nigeria. So the man's like, "Well, okay, why are you doing this?" He couldn't say. And then the man asked him, "Who's funding you?" He took offense. Who is funding you? If there was no, what we would say, cockroach in his cupboard, if he wasn't hiding anything, I think he would have been sincere to say, just laugh it out. Who's funding me? No, it's my thing. It's a private thing. I'm funding myself. But he took offense for no just cause and gave this man the inside of his life. Like, I'm going to let you watch. Leave me a comment what you think about this. And please subscribe if you haven't. And go on and share the video. I think, from the first comment he made, you'll be seeing where he said he doesn't even deal with governors. He said, I don't give audience to governors. or ex-governors. I deal with the president. I talk to the president. So perhaps, Fani Kayode, you're going to tell us, perhaps he is aspiring future president. Who knows? But obviously from what he's been showing us here on social media, it's a no. He doesn't have what it takes to be the president. Allow me to say that because this is a man who kissed his kids and wife goodbye that morning, only to come and ask you just a few questions. This man washed him down. Like he said, do you know who I am? He said, you have little brains. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just don't want to start saying what, but fans were like, I think Fani has some personal problems that he has to deal with. And they are right for saying that. Why do I say they are right? I think he has he has this inferiority complex issue. And it's always a big problem. It's always a big problem because you tend to attack people for no just cause. You tend to push forward before you are caught. So you are not, they don't sense what you really are or what you're hiding from. Yeah, people said the man Fani should just go home and face his beautiful wife and kids and be a father model and stop touring around Nigeria because they don't know why he's doing that. Why is he touring Nigeria around? It's okay if he was doing that to as a family, as a private thing, but making it public, like publicizing it and getting an audience, then he's making it a public thing, a public show. Then people might ask you questions which you granted audience. So I find it normal. Then people were like, these are fans' reactions. Some said during his minister reign, although people really couldn't point out what he actually did during his own regime, but obviously his family misses him because this area of office actually prompts people to going out, a lot of outside duties. Most times he would not be there. He's just not there. And now that it's over with, why not give your family this beautiful moment? You can also tour around with them. No, but you're just doing it alone. And trying to fight the poor man who was there. So these are fans' reactions. And then another one said that if you recall Fani Kayode, that why he used the word inferiority complex problem is because that Fani Kayode, I think that was about 4 or 5 years ago, a man who would bring out a woman that was in her marriage, just to say, well, we were once friends during college. I mean, I was the one who unplugged her first. When Kani Fayode, yeah, that news went viral. The news with Kani Fayode and Bianca Ono. Bianca Ono was others were in her husband's home. This is a woman who has given birth to her kids, only for this man to come out on social media and said, "I've known her. I plucked her first. I was the one who took her purity away." Can you imagine such a comment? Can you just, so it still boils down to, then I began to see reason with what that fan said, that for him to, that this is just who he is. Some said, okay, but he has come to apologize, and so what? Well, some others said, if you've listened to him, you will see that even during the apology, he said it's unlike him to apologize. He's not known to apologize. In fact, that he's closing the case instead of waiting for the person who was apologized to say, it's okay, I've heard, I'm also not angry, we can close the case. But that no, he just chose to close the case and apologize and like, okay, I'm done with it. So obviously many people are on that opinion that the man has some problems, personal issues that he's dealing with, and that he should get schooled. That was another funny one. Someone said, Kani Fayode actually makes sometimes he has a poor display of public show, because if you are an ex-president, obviously you must have been trained how to approach the public. These people would not ask you the questions you want to hear, or will not just begin to clap for you when you obviously didn't deserve anything that what's clapping for. They're going to ask you questions, the journalists, as per what's going on, according to the interest, why certain things are not done, what's delaying what. So these are normal questions, and you don't just fight nor start to rain abuses and telling a fellow man like you, are you stupid? Do you know who I am? Like, girl, like, man, come on. That was way too much. I'm gonna let you watch the clips. It was just, even why he stood up, guys, why he stood up to walk away, like he said, because of these questions, he terminates every other questions coming forward. He's not gonna go with this. He's just done. He's so done. And as he stood up to leave, he couldn't even walk out peacefully. He was still arguing. He was still cussing this man under his breath, like, oh my goodness, that was so, I was like, why was he so furious? While he boys, like he said, who can pay me? No, I pay the people they can pay. Such a boisterous character, such a pride I've never seen. He was so, you're gonna see the clip. It's so. Fans kept rating him like he was so poorly rated. And that this is not the first time he spoke to a man in public like that. There was also another clip whereby he was just, that he takes people down the lane, He was just cussing the man. Another man that he actually downtrodden in such a merciless manner also. That whenever something comes up, he just starts to tell you, I'm a lawyer. You know how many in 1990s I've been into politics. Like, he takes you down the memory lane every time. So, which was uncalled for. It's a simple question. No, nobody's sponsoring. I'm doing it myself. It could have just been easy. He took offense. Now, another said, he took offense because he's a thief. He took offense because he's, how is he sponsoring himself with all the projects? He took offense because there is something fishy. There are a lot of things he does not want to voice out about. And that people do know, surely. So, this is what's going on in Nigeria and in so many places. In Nigeria, there's still so many beautiful people, beautiful souls with good clarity, okay? And just like in so many places, there are also people who have shady habits, Now, another said, they wonder why this man didn't react. A man stood you up for almost 2 minutes or more and was just raining abuses, and you said nothing. He's not even the president. He's an ex-minister. And why did that man say nothing? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I also do not know why, but I associate it with, a man of humbleness and character. He said nothing. But I want to say something. There's a time for us as human to watch people insult us and go scot-free. There's also a time to watch people insult and stand up quickly and say no. And should that person move to you to say, did you say no? First, try to launch attack. If you see the person coming to you, raise your hands and try to launch attack. It will quench the whole crazy situation immediately. And now this is another crazy side that you're like, what did she say? But that's the truth. You cannot always allow people to step on you. At some point, do not mind who this person is. Stand up and hey, dig it out. Dig it out. Okay, thanks. Okay, friends, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Leave me your comments. Please subscribe, like, and share. I love you, and let love reign. Be blessed. Bye.
I'm saying this on live TV. What? No, put that thing down. Let me address. What type of stupid question is that? What type of stupid question is that? Bankrolling who? Do you know who you are talking to? I will not take any questions from this man. What type of insulting question is that? Which bankroll? To do what? Who can give me money for anything? Who do you think you are talking to?
I'm sorry, sir.
Bankroll what? Go and report yourself to your publisher. Bankroll what? Please don't insult me here.
Okay,
I don't want to take any questions from this man. Very stupid. I could see from your face before you got here how stupid you are. Don't ever talk to me like that. Who do you think you're talking to? Bankroll who? You think that I'm one of those ones you'll be from who? From how? When? Where? How? You have a small mind. Very small mind. Don't judge me by your own standards. I've been in politics since 1990. I'm not one of these politicians you think will just come. I've been locked up how many times by this government? Suffered. I'm been persecuted. Unlike most of the politicians you follow for brown envelope. You. Don't ever judge me by that standard. I spend, I don't take. And I'm not a poor man. I've never been and I will never be. Bankroll how? Don't ever suggest that to me. I'm sorry that it was deeply insulting. I don't often get annoyed in press conferences. I've been doing this type of thing for many, many years. Don't you ever make that kind of suggestion to me.
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Bankroll who, a former minister, a lawyer.
Sorry, sir. He got his language. Sorry, sir.
Don't ever try that with me again. No. Don't, please. You see me well. Don't ever. All right? I have a short fuse. Okay?
Sorry,
don't.
Sorry, sir.
Try it with others. Don't. I won't just say right now, I will hit you hard. Don't. And if anybody sent you to ask that question and gave you brand new, go and tell them you got more than they bargained for to do it.
Sorry, sir.
Very rude. It's not the standard of daily trust at all. And I will report you to your publisher. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Any other questions?
No, that's okay, sir. So
Imagine that.
So sorry, sir.
Somebody has been on the road for how long? You are coming to talk about that.
Sorry, sir.
Very stupid.
You guys should wait, please.
Hello, your question is a very insulting question to me. And if I had known that this is what you wanted to ask me, I would ask you not to ask me that kind of stupid question. I've been in politics since 1990. I was brought into politics by Marafa Sokoto. You understand me? Alachi Umaru Shinkapi. I've been in politics for many years. I've been in this game. I've been a minister twice. I've been spokesman to the president for 3 years. And I've been a leading member of the opposition, the resistance, over the last 5 years. And a day has not passed that I have not spoken about what I felt was going wrong in this country, because that is what opposition is meant to do, and that is what was done to the PDP by the APC when PDP was in power. You understand me? For you to use the word, or anybody, including Yari, I never read that. But if you're right, even for you to repeat that to me, and can I please respond to you? Even for you to repeat that to me, sponsored at my level, by you, for what? I will speak against Yari free of charge any day, any time. I am FFK, do you understand me? I take on presidents. I don't take on former governors. He's an irritant to me. And let me tell you, since you asked me about it, let me tell you why I feel so bad. Because I don't know him from Adam. If he entered here, I won't even know it's him. The reason why I feel pained by him, and my comments about him predate the ascension of this government. My attacks on him.
Fani Kayode, the Foloyos, Adonirans, Lawrence twins, Olanloyo sisters, as well as the Fani Kayodes were all known. Everyone knew about Femi and Governor Ono's daughter. I'm a daughter of a governor too, and we all knew each other. I had Bianca Ono at numerous social events with Femi and even at Femi's apartment in London, and the two almost got married. Bianca, focus on your job. Igbo people, a Yoruba man had been intimate with your queen, deal with it. They were lovers before the Ikemba. There shouldn't be lawsuits about who hit it first.
It in a way that at that point I really didn't care who was listening. If you remember, I said, look, let the cameras be rolling, I just don't care. Nobody, no leader should get to that point. And it was, I disappointed myself, my family, I disappointed my friends, my leaders, those that brought me into, or really trained me and brought me into the public limelight and into public office, like President Obasanjo and so many others who I revere. I disappointed myself, so I deeply regret it. So for me, the matter is closed, and I'm also taking this opportunity to reach out to him and to apologize to him personally too for being so harsh, for being so tough. It's not easy for me to say this today. It's not easy for me to speak like this. But in my view, it takes courage to take full responsibility for your actions and make it clear that, look, on this one I was wrong.